also doing a more formal sit down, you know, with this polarizing figure right here, Tony Bellew, which out, you know, in the ring in front of the camera, you're outspoken guy, but you know, deep down you're more of a family man, and you want to tone down. You're sick of all of the hoopla.
I hate the lights and the camera and the action. I understand the need for it. I understand what we need to do to create and grow the sport. And ultimately, don't make no mistake, I know how to sell a fight. I know what people want to see.
We know.
We know.
But ain't nobody want to see guys shaking hands, let's have a great fight.
Right.
People want to see one guy say, I'm going to tear your head off, and another guy say, I'm going to beat the living daylights out of you. So I understand what the world wants to see, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting to the stage in my life where this isn't there no more.
The next chapter.
Yes, being a normal father, being a normal husband, like, I want to experience, it's strange to say because I'm only 35, but I want to be able to go looking forward to going to play a bit of golf, switch onto the zone, watch the many different sports. I always love boxing. It's a part of me. It's been a part of my life. It's given me the best life I could have ever imagined. But it has to come to an end at some stage, and I don't ever want to be one of them fighters where boxing retires you. I will retire from boxing. Boxing will not retire me.
How can you guarantee that when so many fighters have said the same exact thing and fought one too many fights?
Because his wife made him make a promise.
Rock ain't playing, he knows that. He knows.
Good point.
So the thing that I've looked at it for is that the guys I've watched and idolised, like I idolised Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
And I idolised Evander Holyfield. I idolised Mike Tyson, and all these guys I've just mentioned have all just gone on past the sell-by date. And I understand why they did, because they were making so much money. And I've been very fortunate. I've done okay. I've made a little bit of money, but
just a little bit, huh?
Yeah, just a bit. And I got to the stage where I'm happy. What more is there to do? This next fight on November the 10th, live on DAZN against Alexander Usyk there ain't nothing after this, because all the belts are at stake. Everything I've already been a world champion. I've been a British, a Commonwealth, and a European champion. I've made okay money. My life has gone far better than I could have ever imagined. Me growing up as a kid, I come from nothing. As a kid growing up, I had never had anything. I dreamed of these things, and never in a million years did I think I would live in a nice big house, have a beautiful wife, have a nice car.
Is that what comes with money? A beautiful wife?
And no, well, she came way before the money.
So I guess that's why it's good to be able to share what you've earned in the ring with your wife and kids, because she was there from the beginning, before.
I've been with her nearly 17 years now, so I've known her since we was kids, and I can say I can't. If I had showed you my life when I was leaving school, I never had no qualification. I was working as a nightclub doorman at 15 years old.
Barack was trying to say you couldn't get a bad girl with no money if you were broke.
When I was 16 years old, I was working on a nightclub, strapping a bulletproof vest on, and things like that, man. So I look at
Was you knocking people out then too?
Yes, yes, and getting paid about $100 a night for it.
So now you get a little bit more, but
just a touch,
$300.
Just a touch. But like I say, I don't want to say the word blessed or whatever, but however you want to explain it, I'm so very fortunate and lucky that I've been able to make something of my life and give. Now is the time where, yes, the boxing's coming to an end. I've acknowledged I've achieved great things, but all good things must come to an end. And it's the guys who take that one too many that end up getting hurt. And I only have one more night to come through. One more night.
Okay. So if you got one more night, you've accomplished so much already. You've been a champ. You've defeated great champions.
Thank you.
Is the motivation the same from the nightclub days to now? You got the big home, the beautiful wife, the great kids.
The motivation has always been the same. So it was never about, obviously you want to get paid. It's a certain aspect is about the money, but when you're talking about what motivates you, well, when I go to camp, I ain't going to camp to prepare for a belt or to prepare for the money. I go to camp to get in the very best shape I can so I can get home safe on that night. That is what camp is about. Camp is not about I have to beat sparring partners. I just have to get in the very best shape so that I can perform to the very best of my ability. If I'm in my best shape, ain't no one can beat me. Ain't nobody can defeat me or hurt me. And that's how I look at camp differently to others. A lot of guys go, I've had a good camp, I've had a bad camp. At the end of the camp, I just say, am I in great shape? Can I perform? And that's all that matters.
How old were you when you started chasing the sport?
So, I had my first fight at 15 years of age, just when I was about to leave school. I was studying boxing from early back in the day. Like, I used to watch Mike Tyson at 4 a.m. in the morning against your likes of Frank Bruno, and I'd be sitting there with me Tyson doll as a kid, and I was born in 82, so coming up towards the late 80s, you know, I idolised Mike, I idolised Nigel Benn, and ultimately, sport is probably the one thing that brings the whole world together. It's the most important thing in the world, and when I say sport, it ain't no language needs to be spoke for sport, ain't no kind of religion don't matter, colour, creed. Sport brings everyone together.
It's almost like music. Those are the two things that bring the world together.
Speaking of color and creed,
yes,
you got any spoiler tips or something for Creed 2? What goes on? Does he win in the end or what?
I don't know. It's an amazing
He signed
movie.
contracts for it. We can't speak of this.
It's an amazing movie, a franchise created by an amazing director. You know, for me, Ryan Coogler will go down as one of the all-time great directors when his career is finished. What he done with Black Panther, what he done with Creed 1, what he done with Fruitvale Station. He made Fruitvale Station in, I think it was 60 days with one camera on $1 million budget.
Wow.
Now, to put that into context, Creed was made over 3 months with $60 million budget.
How was it like working with him?
Cougs was amazing. Ryan Coogler is single-handedly the most hardest working man I've ever came across in my life.
So you guys are boys now?
Oh, he's me boy, yeah. I'll always love Cougs.
So he calls you and says, Tony, I need you for this film. Let's say something else, nothing to do with Creed.
He wouldn't need
you
me.
don't want to, no, but if it came to that, you'll come over and shoot.
I would do anything for Ryan.
So if you're doing Creed 3, I could be Mr. T's son. We're doing Sons here. I could be Mr. T's son.
It's doing Creed was amazing. You guys, I had a great time. I lived in Philly for 3 months. And it's an amazing storyline, and to see Sly and Lundgren at each other, and then to see MBJ and this boy who's playing Drago, he ain't playing no games. This guy's a big dude.
Are you a fan of the Rocky, franchise?
Oh, who isn't?
Who is it? Right?
Who isn't? If you don't like Rocky, you ain't got a heart or a soul. You lacking.
You think Michael B. Jordan got some skills?
Amazing. Michael, MBJ.
I'm not asking. I'm talking about in the ring.
MBJ
Could he pick up quick?
He could definitely. So when I first got to set and when I was going to do the part of Pretty Ricky Conlon, me and Mike spent 2 weeks together just before Christmas. I went over and stayed January to March. But I went for a pre-2 weeks to do screen test and all that stuff. And in them first 2 weeks I was in Philly, me and MBJ got close, got tight, trained very hard. And without a shadow of a doubt, he could have definitely had a couple of amateur bouts, and he wouldn't have he'd have won them. His technique was very good. What he is MBJ is a brilliant athlete. And that can help. That's what a lot of modern day boxers are now. A lot of them are great. Not the very best of fighters. If anything, technique in the modern day game has come down. But the athleticism of fighters have gone up. So the technique of fighters like your Ray Leonards, your Robinsons, your Durans, we don't see that kind of fight no more. Your Tonys. But what we see now is fantastic athletes. And
that's a great point. So can anybody ever deal with that? Like as far as fighters that are not athletic, is that something that can ever be neutralized?
Fighting is in your blood, and then once fighting is in your blood, it's then up to you to see how you're going to combat and go forward and progress your style and progress what you can do. But ultimately, becoming a great athlete and the science in the sport is now a big part of it. So you need to embrace the science of the sport.
All right. So November 10th, we shall see. Most likely the last time in the ring.
Supposed to be the last time in the ring.
Supposed to be the last time. See, so he's not guaranteeing it 100%. It's the fighter.
His wife is watching this one.
Tony Bellew with Akim Barak on Dazn. Thank you.
Stay tuned into Dazn. And subscribe.